computer's doing weird things today. It's being really slow, so sorry if this is kind of weird looking. Today is Wednesday. I'm doing this on time today. Last week I was a day late, so I'm trying to keep up with the Wednesday posts, but it shouldn't be a long video today. I don't have a whole lot to show, but there are a couple things. So, let's start with whips. Yeah, let's start with whips. Okay, so, as everybody knows, if you watched my last video, it is November. It is November the 11th, currently, so it's Wednesday. But if you have watched my other videos, you know I mainly work on one project a month, and yes, I'm wearing the same shirt as I've worn in like one or two of my videos. I pretty much end up wearing like the same thing most days, so if I end up looking like I'm wearing the same thing that I was wearing in another video, I swear that these are on different days. I just wear the same things. You know, you have like go-tos that you like to wear. I'm not alone in that, I hope. But anyways, so you know that I work on mainly one project a month. So up until this past weekend, I had been working on my Mulan piece, and I will share here what it is going to look like at the end when it's completed. And this is where I was last time. And this is where I am now. So I got quite a bit done since you saw it last. The light's not super great, sorry. It's cloudy out, so I did not even open the blind. It's cloudy and raining. It's gross out today, but anyway, this is where I am. So I finished this page over here. I can't get my finger. This page over here. And again, that's the edge of the pattern, so there's nothing past that, and then there will be one more page over here. And then I started going up, so you can see here, I started going up to her head. It's not going to be on this page, her head, but Mushu, which I forgot his name last time, I was like, as soon as I stopped recording, I remembered. I was like, oh my gosh, that's Mushu. But anyway, so Mushu is here. You can start seeing him. He's gonna show up right there. And I was today going to do a little like clip of my stitching, but I'm not currently working on Mulan, so I'm not gonna do that because I was gonna do it just to show my feathering and how I stitch on full coverage pieces, because I've been asked to do that a couple times and I haven't yet, and I'm sorry. But I'm not currently working on this, which I know. I said I was doing no new starts already. Luckily, I only said I'm only doing no new starts and it hasn't actually started, so I can get away with starting something new. But I'll get into that in a minute. So this is my Mulan. On page 3. It's not actually page 3, but it's the third page that I'm doing, because I started in the middle. So that's where I am. I think I'm going to finish this, well, hopefully, maybe, I'll finish this page, and then I will work on the next page, and I think the next page up is the last page up, and I think there's 2 more pages down underneath of it. So, I think, yeah, because there's 3 up and then 2 down. So that's where I am. Sorry with all the crinkles, but that's what it's looking like. I don't know if that's actually in frame yet. That's what it's looking like. So that's that. Sorry about all the threads. I know it drives some people crazy, but I park. And I park like a wild crazy person. So I mean, I park my car like a normal sane person, but I park my threads like a wild, crazy person. So, okay, so, that was my whip. Now I have another whip. That is a new start. If you're on Facebook, you would have seen this already. But I was watching Alma. Oh, I don't remember. Flosstube name. I don't remember your Flosstube name, Alma. I'll put her, I'll link it below, her Flosstube channel below. But I was watching Alma, and she's been working on, well, she was working on a Bilbo, like, Hobbit hole piece, and now she's working on the Little Prince, a Little Prince piece. And, oof, that Bilbo piece, I was like, I want that. So I went on to the Etsy shop that she had mentioned, and I'm not the only one who was enabled, because Jessie Marie, I do know Jessie Marie's Flosstube name. Jessie Marie does stuff here on YouTube. She was also enabled. So she started a Dumbo piece where he's in the bathtub, or like a little bath basin. Anyway, so I went on to the Etsy shop, and the Etsy shop is called Mandarink's Design. And I was just, browsing, and I found a few things that I want to stitch for myself, but I didn't buy them yet. I just put them in my, like, saved items. So they're easy to just put into my cart when I'm ready. But I did buy 3 things. Now, I bought 2 initially, and one is the piece I'm going to show you, and the other one I was going to make for my mother-in-law for Christmas. It's a full coverage piece, though. It's not giant, crazy big like most of them that I do, but it is a full coverage piece, and I don't think I'm going to get it done in time. So then I was on again, like, the next day, and I actually found another pattern that I think she would love just as much, and it's a lot smaller. It's only like 4,000 something stitches, so it's a lot of backstitch, but it's going to be, I think, a little bit easier for me to actually get done for Christmas, like in time for Christmas. But anyway, I'll show you kind of all the things. So I did buy 3, but I'm only going to stitch 2. I might start the one and put like 200 stitches in, just so if I want to do it for next Christmas for my mother-in-law, I can, and I can kind of do it all year, so I will have had the 200 stitches in, so I'm thinking about doing that, but we'll get into that in a little while. So the one that I did start is for my husband, and he doesn't watch my Flosstube, and I'm gonna not let him watch, if he ever decides he wants to, until, like, before Christmas. He's not allowed to watch this one, because I'm gonna show you all the pattern that I'm making for him, and if you have ever been on Zoom, Virtual Stitchers does Zoom, like, get-togethers. If you've ever been on with me, you might have in the background heard my husband shouting about The Mandalorian, because he's very into it, and he'll, like, just walk around the house talking about it, saying The Mandalorian over and over and over again. He's obsessed, I think. And I didn't take this out of the hoop because it actually can fit into this hoop, and I don't have to, like, you can see the whole design. So anyway, I will show you what it's going to look like when it's finished. And I don't have a starting picture because it was just a blank piece of fabric, so I'm just going to show you where I am. So this is how far I have gotten quite a bit done. I can actually see through this fabric, which is really nice. So this is, a lot of the colors are actually finished so far in this. So that's where I am now, and I'm actually going to pull up, I'm going to give you a number, because I never do this, but I'm going to give you actually how many stitches I've done so far, because I started this on Sunday. I think I started this on Sunday. And I already have over 3,000 stitches done in it. And it's only almost 8,000 stitches, so I'm a pretty way through. I'm almost at 40% done, so I will definitely have this done before Christmas. And I already have, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry if you're counting. 16 of the colors done, so I only have 7 more colors to do, and I'm saving. Doing this one cross country, which I never do. I never do cross country because I don't do many designs that aren't full coverage. So I'm doing this with this one cross country, and I started with the color with the least stitches, and I kind of started with one close to the middle of the design, and I did a couple stitches in that color, and then I moved to the color with the least stitches, and I'm kind of going to the color with the greatest stitches. So I'm almost done with the current color I have on the needle, and there are a couple stitches in here that are half stitches, like over here and over here, and I think that's such a cool kind of look, and then there's a lot of backstitch on this, so that'll be the last thing that I do. But it's been really fun to work on this. It is on 36 count linen. It's called Vintage. I should have really have looked this up before. Vintage something barley? Vintage, oh, I have it on my phone. Vintage, y'all are just gonna have to sit here and listen to me go vintage, I don't remember. It is called, hello, oh there it is, Vintage Pearled Barley, and it's by Lakeside Linens. I got a fat quarter or something, like a big piece of this, and I got it because I did, was it last year or 2 years ago, I made a piece for my parents that was like a wine piece, and this was such a good kind of, you can't tell in this light at all, but it's kind of got some purpley modeling to it. It was just a really good piece for the wine piece that I made for my parents, and then it worked really well for this piece. So yeah, so that's what I did there. So those are the 2 pieces that I'm working on, and I'm actually probably sometime soon, maybe this weekend, going to start the piece that I decided to start for my mother-in-law for Christmas, the small one. So I will, maybe I can just put it on the screen. Yeah, but I can talk about it if I hold it up. So the one that I bought for her is, it doesn't look as good. Okay, so I'll just put it on the screen. So this is the one that I bought for her, and I'm going to stitch for her. So it's called Niffler, and if you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll know the Niffler is one of the creatures, and it likes to collect shiny things, and my mother-in-law is obsessed with the Nifflers. So I saw that pattern and I was like, I gotta get that for her, and I gotta stitch it. And yeah, there's quite a bit of backstitch, but I should be able to frame both of these myself, because I usually, if it's not a full coverage piece, I usually frame it myself. So I'll just pin it to a foam board and find a frame, hopefully that fits. And if I can't find a frame that fits, I will just put it on a, I'll probably just I don't know, put it on a matting or something like that, like a fabric covered something board, or I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to finish them if I can't find a frame. but I should have thought about that first, but I didn't, because you know, this was like a spur of the moment decision. But anyway, so I have a fabric that I think I'm going to do the niffler on. So, hello, I don't need that. So I'm gonna do it on, it's kind of hard to tell, but this is like a blue kind of fabric. It doesn't look blue, but if I maybe hold it up next to the white one, it will look blue. So yeah, you can tell it's blue. And I think the niffler will look really good on this. I'm not sure. This was, I bought this from a friend. I know her on Instagram, but I've never met her. Her name is Joanna, and she is in the UK. And she was selling a whole bunch of fabric, and so I bought a whole bunch of I bought the whole thing, everything that she was selling, and this was one of them. And so it's a really big, it's really big. It's a really big piece of fabric, and I'm not going to need all of it, but I'm going to stitch the niffler on this. I'm not sure how big this is. I think this is 28 count. Looks like 28 count. I want to say it could be 32, but I'm almost dead set that this is 28 count. I've stitched on 28 count enough that I feel like I know pretty well. So I'm going to stitch the niffler on this. Now the other piece that I got, the other one that I bought was called Baker Street, and it is a Sherlock Holmes. I mean, if you know about Sherlock Holmes, you know he lives on Baker Street. It's 221B, I think, is his address. And I can't show it on here. It doesn't look right on Pattern Keeper because it doesn't include the back stitch. But yeah, so I bought that one fully intending to do that for Christmas, but I was like, oh, it's full. I mean, I knew it was full coverage when I bought it, but I was like, I'll do it. Then decided it wasn't going to actually get done, so I bought the niffler pattern. Sorry, I am trying to check to see if I have. I'm going to show it here in a minute, if I didn't already. I don't remember if I've already said I'm going to show it. I'm trying to see if I have a picture that's like, I'll just show it. So this is what it's going to look like. And I don't have it, I haven't started it, but I did buy it, so I plan on stitching it. There's a good chunk of half stitch in here. Pretty much the whole around the door is half stitch, and the reason I would like to do it for Christmas, either this Christmas or next Christmas, not going to happen for this Christmas, so definitely next Christmas, is because it is a Christmas kind of themed piece. I did put a whole bunch, like I said, a whole bunch of other stuff in my like saved cart on Etsy from this designer, and I'm obsessed, but I can't go too overboard. We're trying to save for a deck right now, so. But for the Baker Street piece, I'm not sure. I have two things of even weave that I could do it on, but I also have a whole lot of linen that I've not done anything with, and I would like to, so I'm tempted, and especially because there's some like half cross in here. I like how it looks on, I mean, I'm fine with doing it on even weave, but I like to save my even weave for like heaven and earth stuff, design stuff, and things with no backstitch and all that. So I'm tempted to do it on linen. I'm still deciding. People can talk me out of it if they want to, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. So that is what I have bought and thinking about starting and hoping to have. I know I was going to do no new starts already. It didn't last because I decided I want to do Christmas presents. So what can you do? At least it was before no new starts actually started that I decided to do this stuff. because I'll actually maybe get it done in time. So yeah, that's my new start, that's my planned start, and that's my current whip. I think that's everything that I have to share with you guys today. It was a short video. Some of you might like that. I've heard from a couple friends that they're like, oh yeah, I like watching a little bit shorter videos. I enjoy the longer ones personally, because I don't have to like continuously try to find things to watch while I'm sitting there stitching, but I don't mind the short ones on occasion. Like if I'm watching them at lunch or something, I will. I like the shorter ones because I only have like 30 minutes to an hour. But anyway, yeah, I think that's it. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are staying safe. I know the cases in my area, I live in Maryland, and we have just kind of stepped back a little bit, and the bars and restaurants were at 75% capacity, and now we've moved back down to 50% capacity. We're in what did our governor said something like, we're in like the red zone, danger zone for COVID right now, and we're our hospital surge plan is kind of taking effect again. And the state employees have been told to work from home, so I'm not sure whether my job is I work in a hospital, but I'm not a physician, I'm not a clinician, I don't work with patients, so I might start working from home again, not sure, don't know, but right now it's kind of all up in the air. I'm home tomorrow and Friday, so that's nice, but who knows. Anyway, I've rambled for a whole 2 minutes. I'm supposed to be done the video already, right? Anyway, I hope that everybody is staying safe. I hope that everybody's having a good Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day this is when you're watching it. And thank you for everybody who's commented on my last couple videos. I think I've responded or at least liked every comment. If I haven't, I'm so sorry. But yeah, thank you for all your comments. Thank you for everybody who's subscribed. I'm like, every time that I get a new subscriber, I'm like, oh yay, let me go check them out. And if they have videos, I'll try to subscribe back to them and watch some of their videos. So it's been really fun getting to know some people and meeting some people, like in real life, not really, virtually when we're, chatting. I've been getting to know some of my virtual friends and seeing their videos here. It's been fun. So anyway, I don't know why I have like a red blotch there. Okie dokie. Have a lovely whatever day it is, and thank you for everybody subscribing, liking, commenting, disliking, all of the things. I love it all. It all does make a difference in the algorithm. That's what I've heard YouTubers say. There's an algorithm. I don't know. I don't know anything. So anyway, okay. Thanks so much.